Dublin Occupy Network, which I'm involved with that as well.
og gahat den tirsdag, og Donenal, Beloggarman og Connemara på Blacklear. Han skattes sjå i Naigna Rathi. That the bailout and austerity is working after 3.5 years of savage cuts and desperate damage to our health and our education. They say the economy will take off like a rocket as a result. Unfortunately, dear friends, that is another lie. The Central Statistics Office reported the other day that the domestic economy slumped 2.5% last year and is in recession once again. So what is the truth? The truth is that austerity, their austerity, is ripping the life out of our economy, decimating our services, condemning 500,000 of our people to unemployment, and forcing tens of thousands of our youth into enforced immigration. The household tax is but one more plank in this policy of destruction which they call austerity. So in this campaign, in this magnificent movement of people power, we are defending against, yes, a new range of taxation that will quickly go to €1,000 and beyond on the homes and water if we let them. That's an important aim to stop that. But we are also fighting for something even bigger. We are fighting for our future and the future of our children, because we are demanding an end to the destructive and disastrous austerity and bailout of the financial markets, and we are looking for investment, public investment, to create tens of thousands of jobs, remake our economy, give a future to our youth, and take care of our sick and our old and our disabled. So this campaign is about the future of our society and the type of society that we want to be built. Now, it was 2 years ago, in 2010 February, I was myself a member of the European Parliament. I facilitated a small meeting originally of groups and individuals with a history of campaigning for justice, to begin to put in place the campaign that we knew would be needed when these taxes were flagged at that